Hi, it's me, Nate Chappell. Don't hang up. I'm here to tell you all about a show we're doing out live in the world in Madison, Wisconsin at Gibbs Bar. We're doing a Several Questions Live. Nate Chappell asks you several questions. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to have a few guests of note. I've asked Charlie Schwartino. I haven't heard back from him, local weatherman. But I'd love to see one or more of you there. Johnny's going to be there probably. I'm going to be there. Finn's going to be in Pittsburgh, so F him, I guess. But maybe you'll even get to meet the Questionator. Maybe not. Okay, that's July 12th at Gibbs Bar. Several questions. I'll put a link in the show notes, okay, of this episode. So laughter is truly just a tap away. So tap away.
Hello, and welcome to Several Questions with Nate Chappell, Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
So the way the Several Questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000. It was evidently engineered to generate infinite, very silly questions, and Johnny, Finn, and I have dedicated our lives to answering them all one by one by one. Now, I wanted to ask you guys, after we went out and retrieved the questions, and got our link set up and everything for the Questionator when we went out in the woods, did you guys check for ticks when you got home? Oh, this is a mini episode of TikTok, the show where we talk about ticks.
That's right. If you're looking for the other TikTok, go elsewhere. This is a bug.
Yeah, we have another podcast. It's a time-based podcast. It's all about time. But this one is about ticks. So did you guys do a thorough tick check?
Yeah, I checked my socks. I checked where do they hide? I don't know if I know all the
They
places.
hide everywhere. I will cut to the chase and tell you that I definitely got one in my butt one time.
Oh God.
On my anniversary camping trip with my wife. She had to get it.
Wow.
By the way, it was just our 10-year anniversary, and so we recreated that memory. But with it's just like with Eminem.
Yeah. I see. It wasn't a real tick, but it did burrow into your skin.
I'm going to elongate that pause that happened there. Tic Tac? Oh, is this Tic Tac Talk?
Yeah.
Okay, this is another exciting episode of Tic Tac Talk. Okay, let's get back to the show. Let's answer some questions. Enough of this tick butt stuff. Okay, here we go.
Would you be more surprised if ghosts were real, if aliens were real, or if robots were real?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say robots are real.
Yeah, it's funny that the Questionator of all machines would come up with that.
Yeah.
Maybe that was
it's more like
a test or something.
Yeah. It's like, do you believe in me? I don't know.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's just looking for validation. It just wanted to set you up to say this.
Yeah.
What a snuffleupagus,
Yes. I do believe in you, Questionator. And
we all do. We all do, Questionator.
We all do. Please don't laser my eyes. Yeah, so aliens, I believe they could exist, so I wouldn't be too surprised. I guess, but you kind of feel that way with ghosts too. But I feel like I would be more surprised if ghosts were real.
Would it change at all if the question was, if you saw a ghost, saw an alien, or saw a robot? In other words, that they existed not only in the universe, but that aliens existed here. Or is that how? Were you already thinking of it that way?
I was kind of already thinking that way. Okay. So yeah, I'm still going with ghosts.
Yeah.
I think there's okay. I have two. One, so there's the alien thing. I feel like there's got to be aliens somewhere. So I guess I already believe in that. And then there's this idea. This is not my idea, but like the further we go along with technology, and we see things that I guess are basically robots. We never call them robots. There's not like, oh yeah, there's that robot over there. It's like that's a Roomba, or like that's a
food delivery machine.
A food delivery machine. That's a drone. Like we never call anything a robot. I think we have to have like a thing that's rolling around on wheels and like flailing its arms, and like is like Judy from the Jetsons. I mean, no, not Judy.
Rosie.
Judy's
Judy.
Rosie. Yeah.
Jane, his wife. Okay, Jane is his wife. Daughter Judy. You're right. Yeah, that's Judy. I mean,
who I think
to be honest, there's quite a few robots like that in the world already. I think that's well in development.
But do we more that are like robots?
Yes, they're called sex
you
robots.
Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, those.
They're called sex robots.
Yeah.
Wait, you think that's
Rosie not a Chuck E. Cheese?
No, not Rosie. I'm talking about Judy. I'm saying Judy.
Rude.
What? I'm just saying. Basically, they've made lady-looking robots. So
okay,
yeah, I was just going along with your Judy thing. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, why isn't there a robot that looks like that cartoon character? I think, but we don't call anything. I guess I don't know. Maybe there's a thing we call sex robots, but I don't think I've heard that word. Do we call it something else? I don't know. We don't like.
We don't talk about it a lot. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's not on this
behind closed doors.
But like a Roomba's a robot. It goes around your house and cleans stuff, and it like.
I think we all agree that robots are real. I think we already. Yeah. I think this is settled science. I think questioning was just joking around.
You're just
observing about that.
Just like we never call a thing. The further we come along, we never like there's the robot. It's always more complicated and nuanced than that, and it never gets the robot title.
Because we're scared of robots, or what?
Because I think maybe we had this conception of a robot, but it's become more complicated, and it has to. There's all this criteria we have, and it was probably shaped like in the '60s and stuff.
So this isn't your idea, you said?
This is not my idea.
Okay, it sucks. Let's go to the next question.
Hug, Marry, Kiss. Sam Malone from Cheers. Hal Jackson from 1993's Made in America. Or John Becker from Becker.
These are all Ted Danson characters.
Oh, huh. Yeah. Oh, turns out they are.
Interesting. All right. I'm only familiar with the Cheers one. I'm only familiar with Sam Malone.
Okay, I'm familiar with all three, so I'll give you a quick rundown so you have a little context. So you're not just stabbing wildly in the dark. Great. Okay, Sam Malone, from Cheers. He's the bartender, owned the bar Cheers in Boston from the show Cheers. We know that when he's a, womanizer, a ladies' man, kind of a buffoon, but kind of has a heart. Hal Jackson from 1993's Made in America. I do not remember what the film is exactly. I do know that Whoopi Goldberg and Hal Jackson fall in love. They're the romantic leads of the movie. I kind of think Will Smith is in it, briefly, as her son or something. And then I also know that Ted Danson, shortly after this, dated Whoopi Goldberg and did blackface, possibly at the Oscars.
Holy mackerel.
Or maybe not. No, it wasn't the Oscars. Sorry. That would have been crazy. That would have been even crazier. Although Billy Crystal did do blackface at the Oscars not that long ago. But no, this was at some other thing. And Whoopi was there. But anyway. So that's what I know about that movie. And
that sounds good.
I think I think Hal Jackson is not supposed to be a very likable character, but ultimately redeems himself probably. If I've ever seen a romantic comedy.
Okay, so he turns around. Okay, gotcha.
And John Becker from Becker. Becker was a doctor. He was angry.
That one I have like a visualization of. I think I've never seen a full episode of Becker. I've seen a lot of like promos for it in between other shows, and then like maybe turned it on and be like, no, thanks.
Nancy Travis was in it. That's from
yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
Nancy Travis. Who's with Nancy Travis from?
She was Three Men and a Baby, most famously. That series. She was the woman in that. She was also, I believe, most recently in a show called Last Man Standing with Tim Allen.
Becker is always like sitting by. He always looks like miffed or befuddled. Yes, that's what I remember.
That's his.
That's like his thing.
Miffed, And he's like,
And
he smokes cigarettes, but he's not allowed to. So he makes somebody at this diner hold his cigarettes. And so then he has to come over. And, I don't know.
I see. It's
a really good show.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty cool.
So hug, marry, kiss. What do you got?
And then, okay, so I'm going to hug. What's the safest? I guess hug the Made in America character.
Mm-hmm.
And then kiss Sam Malone. And then marry
John
Becker because he's a doctor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm totally with Finn.
Golden,
Man,
yeah.
get in on the money. Hug dude because he's a poor soul. And kiss Malone because he's a lovable guy despite his womanizing.
So I would hug Becker because I don't want to kiss him because of his cigarette breath.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
That's right. Sam Malone's sober, so he doesn't.
I'm gonna hug Hal
cigarette.
Jackson because who cares? Just I want to hug whoever Whoopi Goldberg
just wants
hugs.
a hug.
I want to hug too. Yeah, he just needs a hug. Maybe I can be part of his redemption story. And I want to marry Sam Malone because I think he's nice. I think he's cool. I know him the best, I feel like, out of those three. So I feel like we'd get along. And I think he's got an okay amount of money, probably. He's sold Cheers at the end
I
of
suppose.
it.
Yeah, I mean, he owns that bar, right?
And he was a professional baseball player, Mayday Malone.
Oh.
Before
Yeah,
he
that's right.
had the bar, he was a pitcher, a relief pitcher, I think, but still a pitcher.
Yeah, he never seems to be hurting financially.
Was not a belly itcher.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
That's totally true.
Mhm.
I wonder if we should go. I'm going to go through and watch the entire series to see if he does
See if
itch
he
his
doesn't.
belly at any point. Maybe we'll get our intern on that.
Which would you feel more confident explaining to a gymnasium of 5th graders? Gravity or electricity?
Well, gravity or electricity? 5th graders. Here's the deal. I feel like I know nothing about either of those things. But I feel like electricity is a little more trackable. It's a little less abstract. Gravity as a concept, it seems pretty abstract, so I feel like you could just talk really confusingly in circles. Whereas electricity, it's like this and then this and then this, and I've got none of it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hear you. You could
I
demonstrate
mean-
it. You can turn. Well, I guess you could demonstrate gravity in a.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about.
That's
Sorry,
gravity.
Finn. I think you're misunderstanding my point. I'm saying because gravity is so nebulous, I could fake it. If with
Oh, you're
electricity,
saying you can do gravity.
yeah, because electricity, I feel like is like so tangible, and I have no idea how it works at all. I do, though, agree with you that you could have more visuals. You could like do good visual. Although dropping stuff, you could just set up big things, cute like watermelons and stuff.
Honestly,
And
both
just all
seem
your-
fun.
All year,
Get an
all
audience
your
member.
demonstrate- yeah, right.
You just
Drop,
shoot the.
no, just drop water on them at least. See,
Oh, yeah.
it didn't go up. Do you think this is gonna go
Yeah, it's
up
gravity.
or down?
What do you think,
think it-
audience?
I think it'd be fun to like kind of forget what you're trying to explain and just be like, look, it
It
and then
is
do
like just
everything-
like proving that gravity exists as opposed to explaining
Yeah.
why it's happening. Just like
Uh-huh.
see, and it
you
goes
drop
down.
a
Gravity.
light bulb on the ground and
Yeah.
it smashes. Like, what is it?
Watch out, and then like you have to spend a while cleaning it up. It's one of those CFC ones, so it's like dangerous. There's mercury in it, so you got to like put a mask on and go. All right, everybody,
right.
clear the auditorium.
Hey, there's a real there's a lot of gravity to the situation. See?
See right there,
Mhm.
and then we play the movie Gravity.
Nice.
Yeah, electricity doesn't have a movie, so that's
Yeah, you can play the
kind of
Electric Company, I guess. That might be more age appropriate anyway.
Yeah. Mhm. You could flicker on and off and on the lights. That's like the first. That's how you open up.
You
Huh.
can do that potato experiment. I mean, I guess it's
Oh,
also
yeah.
it is also true that I could probably learn how electricity works pretty easily. You know, I bet there's
Right.
there is an explainer to 5th graders for how electricity works. I could just look in a textbook probably and get enough info that I could fake it. But I guess if I had to do it right now, also the gravity
You gotta
would be
fi-
way more fun.
You got to fill up 45 minutes. You know, this
Yeah.
is a. This is
I mean, you
a
could just play
school
some
assembly.
AC/DC. Be fine.
Yeah.
That's true too. Oh my, yeah, these are both. It's like choosing between my kids.
Well, don't. Finn, you don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trust me. I did it, made a big deal out of it, had an announcement and everything, and then found out that I was not only did I not have to do it, was not supposed to.
See, okay.
Yeah. It actually hurt my other kids' feelings quite a bit.
Right.
But maybe it'll make her step up her game. Oh, I gave it away. Here we go. Ready? Next question.
Would you rather be able to slip down the bathtub drain or possibly hit your head on every doorway?
I mean, you're kind of used to that doorway one.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Being 7'4".
We
We don't talk about that a lot because we're on Zoom, so we don't really.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really come into play.
I'm always
a lot,
sitting
but-
down.
Yeah.
The camera doesn't center on your face.
No, it's on his crotch. Actually.
We see the
Nipples.
Yeah, you see the crotch.
At first, we thought it was because of him being a pervert, but that was just like a happy coincidence. It turns out it's just
He's
because
extremely
he's
tall.
so tall.
And even when he's sitting at his computer, the
He's still
camera
too
is centered
tall.
on his crotch. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go
You
ahead.
should be sorry.
I'm sorry for everyone
I'm sorry
listening.
too. I'm sorry for yelling at you right
Nate,
then. I snapped at
Johnny.
you, Finn. I'm sorry that I snapped at you like that.
Johnny's
So-
crotch. I'm sorry.
Johnny's crotches.
I mean, I feel like there's a.
Do you have anything you want to say to us,
to both of
Johnny?
these problems.
Do you have anything?
I
you'd
guess
like
I'm
to
not
say?
sorry.
I retract my apology. I retracted my apology to my daughter yesterday
Oh,
regarding
Johnny.
eating all the Cheerios. Anyway, sorry, go ahead. I said, okay, apology retracted to my daughter, to my 4-year-old daughter.
Hilarious.
That's where we are over here at this point. Okay, I'm sorry, John. Go ahead.
It's okay. So I was there's definitely a solution to both of these problems. I feel like if you would fall down the drain in your shower, you definitely wouldn't take baths because you'd get sucked into that sucker so fast when you let out that water.
Although baths, you can plug the drain, and then you're not worried about
Yeah,
it.
but
Whereas a
when
shower,
you unplug that drain,
but then you get out before
a shower
do
you
that.
can put like a screen in it, I think, and I think it'd be good too. Anyway, it's just for keeping hair from clogging in it,
Sure.
which is a bad problem at my place.
Well, look at
But
that.
then if you constantly hit
Beautiful
in your
head of hair.
head, you can.
He's also got 4-foot long hair.
do
That's right.
It doesn't look as long as it would on other people. But
His
it
head
still
is
looks really
gigantic,
long.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
He's really
Thanks for
grotesque.
mentioning that.
No problem.
But yeah, it clogs the drain regardless.
It does.
I don't even want to get into the other hair.
No, I've been in there. And it's
No, it's
because it's like eye level to me.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I
So
mean, I guess
whenever we're
could
doing
work
our
against-
saunas, it's just like you can't see anything. We're all spinning around. Everybody's spinning around, and then anyway, go ahead, John. So the solutions to that one is to putting a screen on there. Okay, what's the solution for the other one?
I think you could just wear a helmet all the time. Wouldn't be so bad.
I guess all the time.
All the time. Or at least, before you go into a doorway, you go, oh, I gotta put on my helmet.
I wonder if there's any product that's like a pad. Like you could do that with a lot of doorways. You could pad them if they didn't have a door. Like
It's true.
doorways to hallways and stuff.
Right.
Mhm.
You'd have to go do that to like the outside world too. You'd have to do
Right,
that to the
that's the
coffee
problem.
shop.
I think. Yeah. What are you gonna pick?
I agree with Johnny. I
What did
guess it's
Johnny
better
say?
than
You said
Johnny wants
the
to-
helmet. You said there would be solutions to both. So which would you pick?
Yeah. I guess I go with the drain thing, because as much as you could just wear a helmet all the time, that would be annoying, and you'd still be hitting your head, and it'd also be annoying.
Uh-huh.
So
Do you
Yeah.
think?
going for
So
drain.
for me, I would go drain also because I don't really bathe very much these days because I'm disgusting and live in the woods. No, just kidding, guys. Because I think it would be fun to go down the pipes. Worst things, worst comes to worst.
I mean, could you crawl back
Wow.
out? I mean, just like out of the sewer or wherever you end up, you just kind of, oh, well, not again.
yeah, I
Long
think
trek
so.
home.
And you're just covered in like
Right.
the inside pipe stuff.
Yeah, and you're nude, of course, because you're in the shower. Unless you
That's
shower.
true.
in a
That's
bathing
right.
suit.
That you will be
Yeah.
naked the whole time.
A solution to that is you just wear a wetsuit all the time, just in case that happens.
It's true.
And
Yeah, a tiny adventure thing that I would never envious of. Like I would ride a like a mouse, like a horse. I would get in a sword fight with a
so
bug.
you think in this situation that you get little.
I guess, or I just imagine going into a drain wouldn't be very fun. And if you're not little, you're pressed against the sides of this like
Yeah, I guess to
gross
me,
pipe.
it's almost like you become liquid or really skinny.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I
Like a
was
gel.
imagining it.
Right, like the Capri Sun commercial.
Exactly like the
Yes.
Capri Sun commercial.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Except
all
that you'd be
grime.
Music and everything.
made of blood and bones instead of Capri Sun.
Like that one they didn't show.
Yeah. They're like, this one is not testing well.
Yeah, when they melt into blood and bones, I think that's kind of
But it's too bad we already printed up all these packages for our new flavor, blood and bones. But, I just don't think it's
Very
going to work.
irony.
I think we're going to have to just scrap them. We'll send them to a different country. Okay, next question, final question of all time today.
Would you prefer to live in a house made of hallways or a house made of bathrooms?
long, narrow rooms. I guess you could probably set up in there. And I wouldn't, it would be annoying. It would get old really fast. But I am intrigued about what that would look like.
Mm-hmm.
The hallway.
You could have a
one.
wide hallway. It doesn't have to be narrow hallway.
No, I think
Yeah.
it does. I think the spirit of the question suggests that it can't be a wide hallway. Otherwise, that would just be a room.
And you can put up
Long
curtains to
one.
kind of divide spaces. But I'm sure it'd be like, I don't know. You guys ever live in a situation like a house or whatever where like there's no dining room because someone is paying rent to live in the dining room and there's a curtain in the entryway?
Yeah.
You know, to that? I feel like Portland was like
Sure.
all that.
and
like, oh, yeah, you
and
have
a bag of chips,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Am I using that right?
Oh yeah, they gave you a bag of chips too. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It was like
Um,
part of the rental agreements. So
Yeah,
you're signing
exactly.
bonus.
One bag of chips. It was like Lay's. And then you'd have to like walk if you wanted to use like the bathroom or whatever, or get to the backyard, you'd have to walk through someone's room. So I imagine it would be like that, and that's not fun. But if it's my house and I get to live there by myself, or at least with people that I'm comfortable walking into their room, I guess I'd do hallway. Bathroom sounds like bathroom, you have a bed in every room. Sleep in the bathtub. Closet, there's probably bathrooms have closets, right?
Yeah, like
Probably
linen.
a little
Sometimes
shelf.
like linen closets. Sometimes, or those
Mhm.
medicine cabinet shelves, or like under the sink.
Mhm.
That'd be really weird just to have a bathroom, and it'd be like confusing to know. You'd have to have a designated actual bathroom. Like
Yeah.
you can't have
Like,
people
this is
going in
kitchen
bathroom
bathroom.
in all the bathrooms. But it would be like
That's-
such a strange conversation when the first time somebody came to your house, or any time, even the second or third time someone come to you, to be like, okay,
Don't be alarmed.
there's a lot of toilets, but they're not. I mean, I guess you just have to like cover them. I guess going with the nature of this question, though, I feel like you can't cover them. They have to be like operational toilets. Not that they have to
You can
operate.
clamp it
but
though.
I'm saying I don't think you should. I don't think to be in the nature. If you have a room that has a toilet that you can't use in it, that's not really I feel like that's not really a
It's not a
bathroom. You
bathroom.
wouldn't send somebody to that to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So, like, I feel like it needs to be a fully operation to where anyone could come in and take a shower or a bath or a poop or a pee
Keep going.
or like
Or a V.
or a V. I don't know what a V is.
Vomit.
Oh, thanks.
I
I'm scared. I was really
Yeah.
super concerned to ask what Johnny meant by V. I was like going through
Also,
all
let's
the
say-
possible words.
Here's a scenario. Let's say something doesn't work in the bathroom, like the toilet clogs or the sink doesn't work. You could shift. You could shift the bathroom to a different bathroom, until you run out. But
That's a risky business. I feel like changing that at all, because then you might forget and end up in the shitting while somebody's cooking eggs or something.
That's right. That's my worst nightmare.
Maybe some
I
shitty
know,
eggs.
mine too. That's how we met. We met in a nightmare. I was cooking eggs in this nightmare.
That's right.
And Finn walked in.
Fully took off my pants.
Yeah, fully took off his pants like usual.
And then
hung from the bar, the toilet bar, like he does.
Mm-hmm.
Suspended.
That's what they call me. That was actually
bar.
someone called me that. Yeah, because my name's Finn Bar. Someone was like, "Your name's Toilet Bar."
Wow, that's quite a story. Anyway,
It's true though.
What is the toilet bar?
I just think it's something you replaced with Finn.
Oh, this really happened?
This is real true.
I thought this was a really bad improv. But I'm glad to hear
No.
it's just a
This
really
is
bad
this is specific
kid.
from my life.
But it's a kid.
It was the kid.
yeah.
The kid bullying me was bad. He didn't think of anything clever. He just replaced part of my name
was
with
this
toilet.
when you were a kid? This is when you were a kid?
This is last year. No, sorry.
I was imagining
This is-
that this was
yeah.
last year at first, and then I was imagining that it was a kid last year bullying you.
All right.
And then I
no.
just figured out that this was back when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll,
So on behalf of Johnny Fisher, Finn Toilet, is that what it is?
Yeah.
No. Is that right? Or Toilet
Sure.
Bar.
there you go.
Okay, for Toilet Bar, and I'm Nate Chappell saying that's all the questions for today. Now get out there. Ask questions. Be curious, not furious. Always remember the first part of question is quest. And the second part is shun. And of course, tune in next time to hear us once again answer several questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.